story that we're tracking. It is the front page of Mail today. Prime Minister getting SOS from triple talaq victim. The story is about Shagufta Shah, who is mother of two girls. She became pregnant with the third child. That's when her husband asked her to abort the child, and she has taken a very, very bold move over here. Shagufta from Saharanpur, she's joined a long list of women who are fighting against the injustice of arbitrary divorce against the Muslim personal law. She sent a copy of a letter to the Prime Minister, and she has raised voice against her husband because he asked her to get the child aborted. When she refused, then he threatened her with triple talaq. In fact, we are also given to understand that Muslim woman who shot the letter to the Prime Minister, she's requested him to get the practice abolished. Her husband had asked her to get the child aborted. Failing to get the child aborted, her husband Shamshad Saeed took her to hospital. When she resisted, he beat her as well. Shagufta has said that Shamshad verbally divorced her, threw her out of the house by saying talaq 3 times, after which she was left to fend for herself. Shagufta has even complained to the cops, who she claims chased her away and did not take any action. For more details on the story, let me go across to my colleague Shiv Pujanjal. Shiv, we are given to understand now that a police complaint has been registered against Shagufta's husband as well after her letter to the Prime Minister.
Yes, a letter to the Prime Minister, a letter to Yogi Adityanath. It remains to be seen how the government intervenes into the whole matter, because earlier when the couple, when Shagufta had gone to the police station along with her relatives, she was turned down. But remember that there was a similar case which was there in Saharanpur, the case of Atiya Sabri, in which the police had swung into action, registered a case under Dowry Acts against the accused husband, and the accused husband and other family members who tortured the woman. They were taken into custody. Here we have a case where the woman is trying to find justice for her own self. That is the reason why she has written a letter to Yogi Adityanath, to the Prime Minister, to the National Commission for Women, dashed off letters to various other police officials. It remains to be seen how the government intervenes into the whole matter, but since this matter has already been taken up by the Supreme Court and all the parties have been asked to submit their own understanding on the subject, their own take on the subject, it remains to be seen how it pans out in the days to come.
All right, Shiv, be with me because you've got a reaction from Shagufta as well. It's a story that Mail Today has reported first. Now, an action's being taken on that. A complaint has been registered. Take a listen in to Shagufta's audio.
मेरी शादी को 5 साल हो गए, 2 लड़कियां मेरे पास, तीसरा महीना लगा, तीसरा ही बच्चा, तो इसके 10 की सफाई करवाऊँ। मैं गई नहीं, इस बात को मैं मानना नहीं हुई, तो उन्होंने अपने बिनैयों को फ़ोन करके दोनों को बुला लिया। फिर मेरे साथ उसने मारपीट करी, चोटी में लपेटे दे दिया, और फिर उसने संसार में तलाक दे दी, 3 बोल के दिए। पुलिस ने कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की, ना कोई सुनी। अब मैं चाहूँ बस जो उन्होंने मेरे साथ करी उनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए। प्रधानमंत्री से कहना चाहती हूँ 3 तलाक का मुद्दा खत्म, और जो मेरे जैसी बहना उनको यो अन्याय ना मिले।
So this is a story that was reported on Mail Today. We've got a reaction from Shagufta that you just heard, and she's expressing her ordeal that even the cops didn't help her, and that's the fresh challenge, Shiv, right now for the Yogi administration. Even as triple talaq is a very hot political debate, here's a woman who's seeking help, and it's only after the intervention from our team that now an FIR has been registered.
Yes, it was intervention by our team itself that an FIR has been registered, and we are expecting that possibly the husband who beat up Shagufta on 24th tried to force her for abortion, and she was even dragged up to the hospital. After that, she was thrown out of the house. Possibly there can be some kind of action. Remember, the BJP had raked up the issue of triple talaq during the elections, and it is a part of BJP's manifesto. The BJP vehemently was crying at that point in time during campaigning that the opposition, primarily the Samajwadi Party and even the BSP, they should come clear on this important issue of triple talaq. Even as this matter is being debated in the court, we are getting in such case studies from various parts of Uttar Pradesh, wherein the women, they are coming out, they are asking for justice. Now, this particular woman, Shagufta Shah, she is already mother of 2. Where will she go when she has been thrown out of the house?
Absolutely. Shiv, thanks for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more details in this case. Right now, Shagufta's husband is yet to be questioned as well. Now, moving on to the other big story. She is a former actor, Mamta Kulkarni, who raped on the screen as well, and she's now been involved and accused of a 2,000 crore Goswami, allegedly, who is Mamta Kulkarni's husband, where it was used to make another drug. But Kulkarni and Goswami have been absconding since the names have cropped up in the case. Let me go across to my colleague Mayuresh, who's joining us. So Mayuresh, Mamta Kulkarni likely to be arrested. How close are the investigating agencies of getting her back to India?
Certainly, if you look at this case, last year only Thane police declared her as a co-conspirator in this whole matter, along with her husband Vicky Goswami. Since then, Mamta is not coming in front of Thane police. Thane police had sent a summons also to come here and help investigation, but Mamta is sending messages. Even we, as TV Today Network, had word with Mamta. We had a phono recording with her where she clearly said that I have nothing to do with the case right now. I'm in somewhere in Africa, and I'm meditating over here. I have no evidence, I have no links in this whole matter, and Vicky Goswami is also innocent. But Mamta is not coming to Mumbai to help Thane police in this whole matter, and that's why the Thane court has issued a non-bailable warrant against Mamta Kulkarni and Vicky Goswami, because Thane police has got the clinching evidences against her. That's what they claim in the court, and on the basis of that claim, this Thane court, particular court, has issued this non-bailable warrant.
Viewers, through what exactly has been the case so far. Mamta Kulkarni, the former actor, has been involved in this drug haul case. Now a non-bailable warrant has been issued against her. Let's take you through the entire timeline of the case, that how it first came to light. It involves 2,000 crore drug bust, and now Vicky Goswami, who's Mamta Kulkarni's husband, has also been involved in it. In April 2016, cops had seized about 18.5 tons worth of drugs of 2,000 crore worth from Maharashtra. Now Mamta's husband Vicky Goswami is believed to be behind the racket as well, but it's only that the matter has come to light after cops have raided premises of Avon Life Sciences. Cops have sought now Mamta and Vicky's extradition from Kenya as far as last year. Mamta Kulkarni has been named prime accused in the drug racket as well. Mamta Kulkarni has said that she has no links with this drug cartel whatsoever. So far she's claimed innocence, but now a non-bailable warrant has been issued against her. Mamta's lawyers have denied her involvement in the racket time and again, and we've also got to know that now, as the court issues non-bailable warrant, the next step will be to get her back to India. Mayuresh, so what are the challenges right now with the investigating authorities? We've had a similar kind of cases coming out. If you talk about, say, Lalit Modi, if you talk about Vijay Mallya, about financial irregularities, it's a long-drawn process. Is it easier now in a case where a drug haul is involved?
Certainly it's not that easy, because since last 1 year Thane police is trying to get Mamta here, because even we know that that American investigative agencies also met Thane police to get what exactly is a matter, and to get the more details of this particular case, because there are some cases against Vicky Goswami in US also. So the main concern is of extradition and the location, because Thane police, though saying that Mamta is in Africa, but where exactly they are not saying. Even we have been given to understand that she is continuously changing her location from one country to another country. So tracing her is one challenge, and second thing, the extradition with that particular country is a second challenge.
All right, Mayuresh, thanks for joining us. Now we're given to understand as Ravindra Gaikwad is making his way to the capital to attend the parliament session today. This is the fresh news coming in. Airlines have banned Gaikwad from flying on board, and it appears the crime branch has decided to go slow in the case and unlikely to take any action against him. Officers investigating the case said they are still examining the statements who joined the probe on Monday. Last Friday, Delhi police had informed Lok Sabha Secretariat about filing of FIR.
पहले ही एयरलाइंस कंपनियों ने रवि गायकवाड़ जी के ऊपर जो बैन डाला है, मुझे लगता है ये दादागिरी है, ये हुकुमशाही, एकाधिकारशाही है, तानाशाही नहीं चलेगी। खास करके एयरलाइंस कंपनी के जो मालक और जो मैनेजमेंट, उनके जो करतूत सामने आते हैं, अगर आप वो देखें तो उनको अधिकार नहीं है।
Right now we are standing at Surat railway station on platform number 1. Few minutes back, Mumbai Rajdhani Express and August Kranti Rajdhani Express just went away towards Delhi. From Mumbai, we have been traveling in Mumbai Rajdhani, and we were searching for Ravindra Gaikwad. Soon after, we got the information that Air India has cancelled the air ticket once again of Ravindra Gaikwad. Then there's the indication he would be traveling by Mumbai Rajdhani train. but he was not in that particular train. Shockingly, he had booked A3 coach for 3 tickets in A3 coach, but he was not there. So very shocking part is that where exactly was Ravindra Gaikwad? Even in the chart of August Kranti Rajdhani, he wasn't present. So definitely there was another shocking part that if he want to travel from Mumbai to Delhi and to attend the parliament the next day, so in which train he is traveling, whether he is traveling by road route or whether he is traveling by any other train, there was no information. So definitely he is playing a hide and seek game with media, not remaining available for any statement to the media. And right from Mumbai to Surat, we have been traveling and we have not found Ravindra Gaikwad in any of the trains. So it's a very shocking part that where exactly Ravindra Gaikwad has disappeared. With camera person Raju Revankar, this is Virendra Singh Gunawat in Surat for India Today.
Let me go across to my colleague Ashutosh, who's joining us at the moment. Ashutosh, so have you been able to trace Ravindra Gaikwad? He promised that he will attend the parliament, but how is going to do that?
Well, Davina, there are reports that Ravindra Gaikwad has arrived in Delhi, but certainly there is no clue. But let me also tell you that this seems that complete narrative has been changed. That instead of questioning and interrogating Ravindra Gaikwad over the complaint received by Sukumar, now the Delhi police and the crime branch saying, in fact, our source is telling that the crime branch going slow. They have not even approached the Lok Sabha speaker for questioning of Ravindra Gaikwad. Neither they are further going towards as far as this FIR against Ravindra Gaikwad is concerned. But in the meanwhile, Ravindra Gaikwad, we are hearing from our sources that has arrived Delhi and likely to attend Parliament. But apparently there is no clue. As we also, there are reporters from Surat and other places. They are also showing that Ravindra Gaikwad, he was supposed to board Rajdhani Express yesterday, but he is disappeared.
All right, Ashutosh, thanks so much for joining us. So according to the reports coming in, Ravindra Gaikwad has arrived in the capital, but at the same time, will there be action taken against him after 2 FIRs have been registered, and also will there be a complaint made to the ethics panel in the parliament? So far we have seen that many parliamentarians have joined the Sena MP gang, where they have said that privilege motion should be moved against the airlines for refusing to fly the rogue MP. But airlines right now adamant on the stand as well. They've said no change in situation, it's status quo. He hasn't apologized. Why should we change our stand up for permitting Ravindra Gaikwad on board?